Hello friends, this is Shalini and welcome back to my YouTube channel CA Saviors. First of all, thank you so much for all the views and likes on my first video. In my last video, I was promising to discuss some recent updates related to business, commerce and chartered accountancy, and see, here I am with the most recent update of the GST Council meeting. On 10th March Saturday, GST Council in its 26th meeting took decision on few areas which I feel is relevant for the tax practitioners, students as well as common man as taxpayers. So this video will be very useful for you. Hence, before going forward, please click the like button and subscribe my channel and keep supporting me. First decision took place in the area of return filing system under GST. As per the GST law, there are 3 returns which you have to file monthly, and there is 1 return which has to be filed annually, and this is common for all the taxpayers. But we were expecting a simplification in the return filing system since the time of Union Budget, and even after that in the 26th GST Council meeting, the taxpayers were expecting that there will be some simplification in the return filing system. Currently, if we see the scenario, we are filing GSTR 3B, which is basically the summary return, and here we are paying the tax to the government, and also we are filing GSTR 1, where we have to give all the details related to outward supplies. The taxpayers were expecting after 31st March 2018 the general practice where all the returns under GST, that is 3 monthly return as well as 1 annual return, has to be filed by the common man. But for giving the relaxation to the taxpayers, considering the IT glitches, the government has extended the practice of filing 2 GST returns till 30th June. So now till June 2018, the taxpayers have to pay only 2 returns. One is GSTR 3B and another is GSTR 1. Also, a deep discussion took place among the group of ministers regarding how these problems can be solved and how a simplification in the GST return system can be brought in. Also, GST Implementation Committee has been asked to redress the grievances of the taxpayers which is coming due to IT glitches in the system. The next update came for reverse charge mechanism on transaction with unregistered person. Here I want to give you a brief background because as during my conversation I came to know that many taxpayers as well as tax consultants find this area as a grey area and they are still confused about what the law exactly says. So we'll take this issue step by step. First of all, as per section 9 subsection 4 of CGST Act, if any registered person is receiving any goods or services from an unregistered person, then at that time the registered person has to pay GST under reverse charge mechanism, and all the provisions of GST will be applicable on the recipient. So here what we understood, like one person is there who is receiving the goods or services and he is registered under GST. The other person who is unregistered and the registered person is receiving goods or services from the unregistered person. In that case, the unregistered person is not liable to pay GST, but the registered person who is actually the receiver is liable for payment of GST under reverse charge mechanism. After this, a notification came on 28th June 2017 which talks that if the receipt of supply of goods or services on a particular day from unregistered person is amounting to 5,000 rupees, then you are not liable to pay GST. And this notification was made effective from 1st July 2017. That was the rollout day for GST. So the registered taxpayers, what they started doing, whenever they used to receive goods or services from unregistered person, they used to start counting the invoices. If it is crossing 5,000 in a day, then they used to pay GST under reverse charge mechanism. As per the normal practice, general practice, we say in a daily basis, we receive so many goods and services from unregistered person like water services or flower services or decoration, cleaning services many a times. So it had its own loopholes as well as complexities involved for the taxpayers who are registered. It was very difficult for them to calculate and pay GST on these kind of services under reverse charge. Considering all these complexities, the government issued another notification on 13th October 2017 and exempted these kind of transactions from reverse charge mechanism. So now, if a registered person is receiving any goods or services or both from unregistered person, then he is not liable to pay GST under reverse charge till 31st March 2018. Now, in this GST Council meeting held on 10th March, the Council decided that this relaxation has to be extended for some more period, and this relaxation has been extended till 30th June 2018. By that time, the ministry will look into the possibility to ensure the proper implementation of this particular clause so that no inconvenience is caused to the common man as a taxpayer. Another update came for TDS and TCS. Here first, I want to talk about what TDS and TCS is all about. So GST law talks about tax deduction at source, that is TDS, and tax collection at source, that is TCS in its law. Consider this system is basically working like Income Tax Act only. But the goods and services, there is a list which will be applicable for TDS and TCS, and that is yet to be notified by the government. Considering the complexities involved in GST returns and IT glitches, the government had postponed the applicability of these two clauses till 31st March, and its last GST Council meeting again it got extended till 30th June. So now the government first want to simplify the GST return system and want to smoothen the linkage between the government accounting system as well as the credit which will be given to the person whose tax is deducted or collected. Another update came in the area of export. As we know, certain benefits are always given to the exporters even in the indirect taxation as well as income taxation. In its GST Council meeting held on 6th October, the GST Council decided to give upfront exemption of IGST and cess under certain export promotion scheme to the exporters, and this was continuing till 31st March 2018. Now the Council has decided to extend these benefits to the exporters till 1st October 2018. So that means that if an exporter is covered under any export promotion schemes like EPCG, EOU, etc., then on the import of goods or services which will be used for such exports, you are not required to pay IGST as well as cess. Another update came for e-wallet, and now the government has postponed setting up of e-wallet for the exporters till 1st October. So here first I want to discuss what e-wallet does mean. E-wallet is basically the government, that is DGFT, will credit some notional amount in the credit of exporters that can be utilized for the import or procurement of goods and services which will be utilized for the purpose of export of goods or services. And setting up of this entire e-wallet concept, the government has postponed till 1st October because the other area might be under preparatory stage. The last update came for e-way bill. Initially, the government implemented the provisions of e-way bill since 1st February 2018. But on the very first day, when it came into force, due to the technical issues and IT glitches, the system could not work, and finally in its last GST Council meeting, the government had to postpone the implementation of e-way bill since 1st April 2018. Here I'll take a goodbye for the day and end this video now. Please keep subscribing my channel and put your queries and comment down here. I'm eagerly waiting to reply for all your queries. Good night. Bye-bye.